Wassel. I'm Dano the Hammer. Here's a little number called Hoorah, Ditty. Goes a little something like this. Maybe none too pretty, we don't need no pity, 'cause it's a function over form when it gets down to nitty gritty. We got the shake, got the shimmy, got the hoorah ditty, with the diggin'est dogs in the whole damn city. But with all sincerity, we can't take ourselves too seriously, so don't take what we got to say too grievously. If you insist, we can always return it to whatever you're listening to previously, but we're kinda hoping you'd help us stick around and listen for the next synchronicity. So relax the back, knock your knees, shake your arms, and take your hat off and let your friendly MC guide the way to ultimate listener satisfaction. Loose the lines, up the anchor, and batten down the hatches. Without further ado, let's make way for the main attraction. Like most primitive tribesmen far removed from his natural habitat, our subject displays a bewildering array of emotions in response to the stimuli of his natural environment. Ours is a world of straight lines and right angles which would seem utterly alien to the primitive mind. Unrelenting mechanical noises and bright lights of the city night would likely overwhelm our primitive tribesman and drive him to the brink of madness. This highlights the reason why it is of utmost importance to properly indoctrinate the individual prior to his introduction to society. He best be divorced from his natural instincts, alienated from his family and friends, and totally devoid of any skill by which he might otherwise survive in his natural environment. Thereby reinforcing the illusion of his total dependence on the system. Apple of my eye, tribe will survive, though I must die, pie in the sky. Apple of my eye, tribe will survive, though I must die, pie in the sky. We come from a distant land, come bearing gifts, but we could really use a drink. It's been a hell of a trip. We got some music that just might give you a lift, but don't tell us no lies and we'll give you no lip. We're living in this crazy world, but we're not of it. We deal in the marketplace, but we don't buy it. But don't knock the high life, at least until you try it. But we don't want to rule the world or be ruled by it. No, we don't want to rule the world or be ruled by it. Don't want to rule the world or be ruled by it. Civilized modern man, on the other hand, is a curious case where otherwise totally alienated individuals nevertheless work together in coordinated groups, all dedicated to the economic exploitation of the natural environment. Wrought with conflicting priorities and contradictory beliefs, our modern man survives by means which, in a tribal context, would be completely dysfunctional, but within society forms a necessary and integral part of the system. Somewhat paradoxically, he's nevertheless still being manipulated by way of his most basic instincts. The need for status and power, not to mention his ongoing reproductive prerogative, all require his continued participation in the system. Apple of my eye, tribe will survive, though I must die, pie in the sky. Apple of my eye, Tribe will never die, as will I, high in the sky. Yeah. We may be none too pretty, we don't need no pity, 'cause it's function over form when it gets down the nitty gritty. We got the shake, got the shimmy, got the hoorah ditty, with the diggingest dogs in the whole damn city. But without sincerity, we can't take ourselves too seriously. So don't take what we got to say too grievously. If you insist, we can always return you to whatever you're listening to previously, but we're kind of hoping you'd stick around and help us listen for the next synchronicity. So we'd like to raise a toast. A toast to your health, 'cause when it comes to going tribal, we could use a little help. We gotta make the most of the hand that we've been dealt. If we wanna change the world, first we gotta change ourselves. If we wanna change the world, first we gotta change ourselves. The exception to the rule is techno-tribal man, who despite repeated attempts at indoctrination remains resistant to full assimilation into society. His daily survival needs are met by gaming the system, an elaborate ruse singularly designed to make it appear as if he's a normal citizen, when in fact his goals run directly contrary to those conducive to the smooth functioning of the system, Techno-tribal man is instinctively driven forward to spontaneously seek out, amidst a sea of anonymous faces, those like-minded individuals with which he may form intentional underground communities. Where a true tribal mindset should not be possible, techno-tribal man utilizes any technological means at his disposal to recreate his tribal community. Apple of my eye, tribe will survive, though I must die, pie in the sky. Apple of my eye, tribe will never die, as will I, pie in the sky. Apple of my eye, tribe will never die, as will I, pie in the sky. Don't want to rule the world, or be ruled by it, Don't want to rule the world,